All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio. My name is Mr. John Robert Quinn, and today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento. Hanging out here with Cara Mason. How are you, my dear?
Doing wonderful on this happy Wednesday.
Absolutely. Can we pull that mic just a little bit closer to you? It's okay if you bump it. It'll just go bung. Can I hear you one more time?
Yes.
There you go. That's much better. That's much better. So, this is your first time on the radio.
Why, yes, it is.
You are in learning stages right now with everything.
Oh, yes. New career.
New career. No, it's awesome, actually. And, so many people are afraid of this stage. As an entrepreneur, as somebody building their first business, I don't know if you've had other businesses in the past. We'll talk about that. But this is a stage that a lot of people shy away from. Oh, it's not familiar. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. The fact that you're here doing something that's scaring the crap out of you, which is okay. Believe me, it's okay. I've been on that side of it. It sucks. I don't like being interviewed at all. But trying something this is why you're growing, and this is how you're going to grow, is to continue to do things that you're unfamiliar with and build new skills. It's awesome. Super, super cool. So tell me, what do you do?
Well, I do body work. I specialize in oncological massage, which is cancer massage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And neuromuscular therapy.
Cancer massage. Explain that to me. I was assuming there's a cancerous spot and you're working it out, trying to... How does that work?
Well, we can help people that are currently undergoing cancer treatment right now, that are in remission. It can help alleviate some of the symptoms that they're dealing with. So nausea, it can help promote appetite. For instance, like if I gave someone an abdominal massage, that can be really helpful. So oncology massage, lymphatic massage, and myofascial massage are all done with light touch.
Very interesting. So my father was a massage therapist. I mean, when I was in middle school and high school, that's what he did. And it was holistic therapy. Explain to me how that is different. And he worked with a lot of athletes. I remember he was working with a lot of like pro golfers and stuff. Explain maybe how the difference between that. Between what my father was doing and what you're doing. Or is it kind of the same?
I actually do both. Okay. So for me, oncology massage, myofascial massage, lymphatic massage is more for treating the body holistically. Mm-hmm. So let's say you have headaches or nausea, or you've had surgery, different things like that. They're very tied together in the sense that it's more about getting pathways in the body to move. So you look at meridian charts, like in acupuncture and whatnot.
I love that. Okay, so you're just getting the blood moving.
Yes.
That okay. So in here, I'm like, I love doing what I do because I learn so much. Talk to people. It costs a lot of money to talk to people every day, right? But I get to talk to you guys and learn stuff. So you're getting the blood to move, and explain to me what that does with the body.
So our lymphatic system is pretty much our body's detox system. So think of a chemotherapy patient, for instance. Mm-hmm. They may have more nausea, they may have lack of appetite, they may be dizzy, they may feel fatigued. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of ways that we could either use like reflexology points, or in the hands, feet, or scalp, face, whatnot. Because there's the idea of microsystems within macrosystems within microsystems. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That is incredible. No, seriously, I'm completely... I went and I had a client years ago that was reflexology, and she did my feet. And I have really bad feet. Some days I can't walk. I have really, really bad feet. And she did my feet, and it was like life-changing, like seriously life-changing. I don't think she does it anymore. I mean, I haven't heard from her in years. But something like... you're just moving the blood. You're giving the body what it needs naturally. Now, what's causing the blood not to move? Is it muscles, tense muscles, not exercising? What's the issue?
It's a combination of things, and that's where I wholeheartedly believe in
You're good.
I wholeheartedly believe in an educated approach to massage.
Mm-hmm.
So we are our habits.
Mm-hmm.
Our bodies reflect stuff that it has gone through even in a younger age. Think of just bumping into a car, for instance.
Yes.
Some people think, oh, that's nothing. But you look at it from a systemic approach. So our nervous system, you think fight, freeze, or rest and digest.
Mm-hmm.
Fascia is very tied in with that. So you know someone comes up behind you and scares you.
Yeah.
What does your body do? It
Yes.
tenses up.
Yes.
And you think about things like sleep position and whatnot. So people that sleep curled up in a fetal position, they're more protective. They might be shy.
Well, that's why a dog
Yeah.
sleeps in the position that it's doing, because naturally it's protecting its organs. If you look at a dog and it curls up in a little ball, it's naturally it's protecting its organs from when it was in wolf age, and it's the same with us. Body language is very, very important. You look at somebody who's sitting. Somebody who stands there and they stand like this, they're protecting themselves. Somebody who's standing like this, they're protecting themselves. Somebody who's sitting with their arms like yourself, you're nervous, but you're comfortable,
Yes.
right? So no, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so where did all of this come from? So oncology, neuromuscular. Explain to me what the difference is between, first of all, between oncology and neuromuscular. What is the difference there? Because one neuro is brain, right?
Neuro is the nervous system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neuromuscular, so the muscles.
Got it.
So the big difference that I see in these two is the approach to it. So is it more of a whole body approach, or is it more like, oh, I hurt my shoulder, shooting hoops or whatever, you had a car accident or whatnot. So both, I believe in fascia, working with the fascia first. So fascia is soft tissue, and it's on its way to becoming the largest organ in the body, given that it works all the way down to the cellular level.
Okay.
So if we're going from the outside down inward, we have layers of fascia. And this is brand new stuff that we're just now learning about in the last few years. So I start by describing it by explaining what fibromyalgia is, or chronic fatigue syndrome. So that's been around since the 50s.
Okay.
And it used to be like a catch-all umbrella term. Oh, you have pain, you can't explain it, blah, blah, blah. Fatigue, dry eyes, nauseous.
Sounds like you're not eating
stomach.
right.
A lot of different things like that. And people will be like, oh, there's a quick fix, just like that. But no. What I'm getting at is autoimmune system and injury and trauma. They're all affecting the fascial system. So when I'm talking about layers in the body,
Wow.
you have your outer superficial fascia, which is the outer layer.
Mm-hmm.
And I describe it as 3 different layers. And then there's the secondary layer that kind of spirals around the body. So it's almost like a support system. And the third layer is down on the bone level, right on the bone itself. But if you have stuck fascia, it adheres to itself like saran wrap. So if it's stuck, your muscles are going to be stiff. Your digestion is not going to move. Yeah,
That's my feet.
exactly.
And I can't walk some days. There's some days where I literally, they say roll around on a golf ball. Let me tell you, that is the worst pain you've ever had. It goes up your leg. It goes into your back. I mean, it is. Imagine having a toothache on your feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's terrible.
14,000 nerves in the feet.
There you go.
Ridiculous.
And then and the tight muscles. There's your plantar fasciitis. There's your fascia that you're talking about. Is that how you pronounce it?
Plantar fasciitis.
Fasciitis. And that's just maybe you understand. Do you understand plantar fasciitis?
I do.
Okay, explain to me what that is. Why am I having this issue?
It's a dysfunction in the fascia.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at plantar fasciitis, you look at carpal tunnel syndrome.
That's my hands from music. Mm-hmm.
All the repetitive motions.
Yeah.
So neuromuscular, I know I'm kind of jumping around here, but neuromuscular is body mechanics based. It is our habits, how we sleep, our posture, how we move, things like that. But let me go back to the plantar fasciitis, carpal tunnel, and sciatica.
Okay. What's sciatica?
Sciatica is a condition that involves the largest nerve in the body, the femoral nerve. So
Where's that located?
From our lumbar back, it kind of goes
That's where
down.
I was going, was back.
Yeah.
And that's actually where my next question's going, and I'm kind of leading to it because I'm so intrigued and learning right now. I'm just completely blown away with you. So keep going.
So it emerges from our back in the lumbar region, and it follows the SI joint, which is the strongest joint in the body. I mean, think about all the weight our pelvis has to hold.
Correct.
I could talk about the pelvis, but anyway. It has two different pathways that go down the leg, but if you look at our pinky, the femoral nerve is that big. It's fascinating to think about something that big. But anyways, so there's a few different reasons you can have sciatica. Generally, it's from injury.
Okay.
Could be from degeneration.
Okay.
But in a nutshell, it's either caused by impingement, which is a bone pressing on a nerve.
Okay.
Or an entrapment. And entrapment meaning the muscles or the other soft tissues are squeezing it.
Okay. So
that's my
I worked
job.
with a chiropractor for a long time. In the back they talked about oh gosh, what do they call that? I can't remember now. When you've got in your back. Anyway, so the plantar fasciitis. So the issue is, do you think the issue is genetic, or do you think it's diet? Do you think it's non-exercise? Is it a kind of a combination of everything?
I love that question. It's definitely a combination of everything.
Okay, because I eat like crap. Let me tell you,
Well,
I eat terribly, okay? I don't like normal food, so I eat like crap.
Well, again, it goes back to think like psychology. It's our learned behaviors. It's which we build upon. We build our character and all that by our thoughts become actions, become habit, become character.
Yes.
I believe in that strongly.
100%. So it's essentially the same thing with our feet.
Yes.
So did this start from my early days skateboarding and crappy shoes?
Highly likely. And I like that you bring that up. This is something else I mention a lot. So we look at baby feet, little baby chunky feet. So they have wide toe spread, great stability. But shoes here in America, they typically are pointy.
Yes.
With a small toe box.
Yeah.
So my job as a neuromuscular therapist is to either, well, I always say neuromuscular therapy is meeting the tissue where it's at. So in other words, the state it's in. So is your nerve path pain coming from the ground up, or is it coming
from the back?
From the top down, gravitational force. So you look at a fall, football players, for instance, they land on their head a lot, curl up, or car accident, whiplash, different things like that.
Wow. Holy smokes, dude. We could talk all day long. This is incredible. This is actually really, really awesome stuff. Okay, so now you can't tell me. I mean, I'm looking here. You said you've been doing this 15 months. You can't have learned all of this in 15 months.
Well, that's... What's neat is I had gone to American River College, and I had started out doing pre-nursing. And, life happened, and as a caregiver and everything, I did that for 20 years, but hospital volunteer, whatnot. But everything altogether has kind of led me to this path, and I truly found my passion.
And that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so where did you want to start? So I'm looking at your passion. Neurosurgical nurse was your passion. That was where you wanted to go.
Yes.
So that was nervous system surgical. Where does the surgical part come in?
I like to work with my hands.
Okay. So did you want to be a surgeon? Is that where you were thinking about going, or did you want to do the nursing part of it?
I wanted to do the nursing part. the advocating for the clients, the mediating, that type of thing. And even while I volunteered, I had nurses say, "Oh, you're going to have to play mediator with all these arrogant surgeons."
How has that worked out?
Well,
Are they really that arrogant?
I don't think they all are. I mean, we're all human.
We're all human.
And if we're an expert in an area, we have that right to describe our work or whatever. Some people are not the best at that.
I wouldn't be a good neurosurgeon. No. You know, the details stuff.
Yes.
My dexterity's terrible. But guitar playing, I'm a professional guitar player. Completely different skill set. You couldn't ask him to do that. I couldn't do what he's doing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Very interesting. Okay, so talk to me about, you know, what type of client are you looking for, and how is your business set up? Do you have an office, or do you go to them? Are you working with elderly? Are you going to care homes? Like, explain to me how your business is structured.
Well, I have a mobile business, meaning I drive and set up where you're at.
Okay.
So I'm open to doing events for different things, or coming to your home or business.
Okay. And then you're working on people that are having pain in various places.
Chronic pain is where my heart's at,
Okay.
as I've taken classes for anxiety and body mechanics, sleep, hygiene in your health, stress management. I know that's an adjunct to what I do, but
It's
really
not
is tied together.
Yes, and I'm going to ask you how, because everything is connected, okay? And you look at a tree and the roots and then the system and the soil, and everything is all connected. But explain to me how stress management, anxiety, and all of these things come together with, and can I guess how that works?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you've got stress at work, and that pain is going from your neck down into your back, and it's causing pain. And then at the same time, because you're creating stress, because you have stress, you've got a lot of things that are happening around you, and that creates anxiety. Am I ballparking this at all?
On a very basic level.
Very
yes.
basic. Okay, cool. Well, so I got something to learn. Awesome.
So if let's say they are going through a divorce, it affects their job, their emotions, they don't want to eat. They might be angry. They might snap at their kids where they normally don't. They might not drive safely. Things like that. Let's say they're a CEO at a job and they're on the phone all the time. And today's generation, we tilt our head forward. So tilting your head forward, I mean,
It hurts your shoulders and your neck so bad.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
So every 5 degrees, I think it's every degree forward you bend your head, it's like 5 pounds of pressure on your neck. So sheesh, think about a teen in their phone just slumped over. That's 60 pounds on their neck.
When I rode my Harleys, I can't because I've got other issues now, but when I rode my Harleys, my neck and shoulders from holding the weight and oh my God, it was awful.
And you look at that, I mean, that's your joy, a ride on a motorcycle. A lot of people enjoy that. So one thing I tell my clients, it only takes 20 minutes to create a trigger point. A trigger point is a tight band of tissue in a muscle. So either repetitive motions, you think about a car mechanic, fine-tuned painter, hours and hours of doing this stuff. And
playing music, my hands, I mean, you can see the struggles I have with this one's okay because this one, when I'm playing, I'm able to play. But this one, you have computer mouse and you have guitar pick.
Oh gosh, yes.
So now you've got because I never use these fingers together, and it's not working anymore. And I can't pick up a paper clip and simple stuff with that because my hands, but at the same time, I can hold a guitar pick for 4 hours. So interesting, very, very interesting. You are just a wealth, literally a wealth of knowledge here, and I'm just completely blown away with you. And I love the candid, the honesty, the naturalness of this. I'm assuming you're like this with your clients too.
Oh, definitely.
Just is this just your personality?
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about that. Let's before I don't want to wrap up quite yet. Let's talk a little bit about your personality and what your passions are outside of your work. We all have something that we've had since we were a kid. Okay, something that just brings you joy. What is that?
Well, for me as a kid, it used to be like arranging color, puzzles of all sorts, word, jigsaw puzzles, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just be in my own world and books. So what I do now,
Is exactly that.
exactly, I get to play detective. It's great.
It is exactly that.
Body detective.
That is so cool. That is just super, super cool. Me, I was creative when I was 3 or 4. Gosh, I want to say I was about. Let's say I was 4, just to be on the safe side. You remember Lincoln Logs? Did you have Lincoln Logs as a kid?
I do remember that.
I
Didn't have them though.
I used to build like castles. They were big as me at the time, So what's a 3 or 4-year-old? What about 2 feet, 3 feet tall, or whatever? They would literally build these huge fortresses out of Lincoln Logs. So at that age, I was building. I loved to build. And then when I turned 6, my mom lived in this little apartment, and they had a piano in the front foyer area of the clubhouse. Don't touch, one of those types of things. I'd go in there. I remember the first day that I sat down on the piano, I started playing music, like songs that I was hearing on the radio. I learned how, just within seconds, I was playing music all by ear.
Beautiful.
And within seconds, a 6-year-old. So my dad put me in piano lessons, and that started my entire journey in music. Still to this day, I'm producing music professionally. But the artist, the creative, that was always my thing. And that's all these years later, I'm still building and still being creative.
Exactly. And I go back to my jigsaw puzzles. Whenever my mom would buy me one, I would purposely not look at the picture, because that's even more fun. And I get to do the same thing now.
What if you turned them over so they were all white or all gray and built it backwards? Have you ever done that?
No, I haven't.
That would be cool.
No.
I'm totally down for that. That would be awesome.
Super challenge.
You know what? Actually, so I'm thinking about this. That could be a huge team building thing. What if we did a networking thing? We took one of the conference rooms. We brought like 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle in, but all the businesses, instead of the businesses networking and talking business, we had to build a puzzle together, because all of a sudden, everybody, all the arrogance was down, the guards were down. You start to laugh, you start to get to know each other. All of us are working and doing something memorable.
That's so true.
That's a really good idea.
It is. And what I like about that, like you're just explaining, massage is intimate. I never thought I'd be touching bodies for a living,
Yeah.
But profound impact. And being part of
the relationship that you build.
Yes.
Yeah. My hairstylists are like that too, because I don't like being touched. So as soon as my hairstylist comes to touch, now there's this intimacy, in a professional way. We have to make sure, because there's some weirdos out there.
Yes.
But literally. But there's an intimacy that now, like Gabby, I think you met Gabby, little redheaded that was at the thing. I mean, I adore her, and that's a funny story too, but she's the only person I want doing my hair. So here's what's funny about that. Did you meet Gabby?
In passing, yes.
We
had quite a group. I'm new here.
It was way bigger than we thought it was going to be.
And I love hearing that. That's so amazing.
It was way big. We didn't know what to expect, and it was big. It was like good problem.
Yes.
Again, I like good problems. But no, so Wendy, who owns the salon, reaches out to me and says, "Hey, I've her whole thing over the years has been working with professionals, because she loves both the connection the networking that she gets out of it, and the quality of client that she gets out of it, long-term clients, the relationship. So she reached out to me when she saw that we were doing the magazine, was like, I want to do your hair. I don't even care what it costs, and if I have to do it for free, I'll do it for free because I know what I'm going to get out of it. And I was like, oh, duh, I'm in. So I go to the salon, and beautiful salon. And Wendy does my hair, and she's like a sculptor. She uses a straight razor instead of a clipper. And I was like, I've never seen this before. and I was sold. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Well, then the next visit, Wendy had to speak in an event and wasn't able to be there. So she's like, I'm really, really sorry, but I'm not there. And I know that you have a thing coming up, so we need to make sure it's done. I'm going to have Gabby do your hair. And I was like, kind of pissed off about it, but was professional. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I go and I meet Gabby, and she just was so warm. She just lit up. And I was already kind of in a crappy mood, and now I had to deal with somebody new. And again, the whole intimacy touching my head thing. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. And let me tell you, within like 2 or 3 minutes, Gabby and we were just laughing and talking. It was awesome. And she gave me probably one of the best haircuts I've ever had. Sadly, it was, I think, better than Wendy's. And and I told her, I was like, I'm really, I want you to do my hair from now on. Like, I really, like, it's not that I don't want Wendy to do it. I think Wendy's freaking great, and I love what she's offering, but something about Gabby, I just couldn't. So now I've seen her, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now. And then when she showed up to the event, she just lit up the whole room. And I was like, how can I hire this girl to promote the magazine? Like, how, I mean, I don't want to take her away from what her passion is, but oh my God, dude, there's the natural. No, yeah, super cool. Super cool. And I love what you're doing. So, where do you see yourself? You've been at this, you said, what, 15 months. Where do you see yourself in, let's say, 3 years and 5 years with your business? Do you want to stay mobile? Do you want to open a brick and mortar? What are you thinking?
Oh, time will tell. Time will tell. I've thought about getting an acupuncturist, physical therapist, and going that route. Doing the brick and mortar thing.
Because the space doesn't cost very much. Rents to get in the right space, $1,500 a month. It's not bad to do it right. You got to think that if you brought in an acupuncturist and what was the other one?
Physical therapist.
Physical therapist. Now your $1,500 is $500 a month for a nice space. So, yeah, it costs a little bit of money, but looking at it from a grander perspective, and let's say you brought into this and brought into that. Now, let's say you have 5 people, and now you're $300 a month. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it really could be beneficial. Yeah. And just puts you on the map. It gets you that name and lights, but it's a quality behind what you're doing. I think you really provide a service to our community. I really do. I think you're great. I know you're still super nervous, but I think you're great.
Thank you.
All right. So let's wrap up. Do you have a website?
I do.
Okay. What's the website address?
It's you can find me Vital Vibes Bodywork.
Okay. On Google.
LLC is my business. I'm actually not on Google yet. So
okay, we'll work on that. We'll get that done. Okay.
I'm on Instagram, Nextdoor, Facebook, and I do have a Yelp page.
Okay. And what is the name one more time?
Vital Vibes Bodywork LLC.
Perfect. You have a telephone people can contact you?
Yes.
Okay.
530-382-8994.
You're awesome. Hey, thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you for coming out to the event the other night. For people who don't know, we have our BBB Open House Mixer here. We're located inside the Better Business Bureau here in Sacramento. And our next one is going to be July 30th, I think is the date. Don't hold me to that. Go to our website, jrqtv.com, and click on BBB Open House, and it'll give you the dates. Yeah, if you are in business here in the Sacramento region, you'll want to be at this thing. It was the first one was freaking awesome. The next one's going to be even better.
Oh my gosh, that was such a surprise. I had to talk myself into coming to that, and then to find out after the fact that it was the first one. That was pretty neat.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
July 30th, by the way, is a fantastic day. That's my birthday.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me confirm that date
happen.
then. Hold on. Let me confirm that date because I'll just dedicate the whole thing to you. Hold on a minute here.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's see. Where's my calendar at? There it is. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What do we have? July 30th. That's a Wednesday. Yes.
Okay.
All right, 5:30. All right, so that's the plan. We're gonna sing you happy birthday. That's cool. I like that. And then we might have the ice cream people out again, so we'll get you a little candle for your ice cream.
Oh, they were awesome.
Weren't they great?
Oh, they were. I was
were
trying
so
to.
good.
I'm like, it's not this place. I had named off like 6 or 7 different ice creams. Like, we can't tell you. I'm like, okay.
No, dude, no, seriously. No, awesome. Yeah, what an event. And, of course, everything is at jrqtv.com. Thank you again for coming out, and thank you guys for listening. This broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, sir.